When it comes to marketing and advertising, we're often told we have to spend more to make more, but that simply isn't the case. So in this video, I'm going to break down 6 ways you can increase the returns you're getting from your current marketing and ad spend. And yes, these will even work if you're not spending a penny on marketing right now or relying on totally free strategies. And you're going to want to make sure you stick around to the end because each one of these can be game changing for your business. Hey guys, it's Tom here from Elevate Digital, and in this video I'm going to break down 6 ways you can significantly increase your return on ad spend from your current marketing efforts. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to get really clear on which stage of the marketing funnel you are targeting and then which platforms are going to be best to target that specific stage of the funnel. Now, I've done a video on this recently. I'll link it somewhere up here. So if you haven't seen that already, go check it out. It's about which platforms to use for certain stages of the funnel or marketing methods. I always give this example about dentists, right? Like imagine if you had some tooth pain, but you don't necessarily know about any solutions yet, good top of the funnel marketing content might be something along the lines of how to relieve your tooth pain instantly, or 6 ways to relieve your tooth pain. So you're educating people about that problem, but you're not necessarily giving them your kind of full paid product yet. This is just the educational stage. The middle of the funnel content is going to look like, so this might be a bit about the different solutions there are out there. So some of the paid services to remedying tooth pain. And then as you get to the bottom of the funnel, that's where you're going to want to kind of be making an offer to people, right? Giving them an offer, whether it be like a package deal or something like that. So really think about covering each of those stages in your funnel so that you have a supply of leads coming through. And when you can start filling people in from the top of the funnel, what you'll find is that because you're then having more of a chance to educate and to nurture these people and to build a relationship with them over time through your content, they are much more likely to make a purchase from you when the time comes. And this is something you see all of the most successful businesses out there doing extremely well, is that they really put a lot of effort into that top of the funnel content. So they get that awareness, they build that trust with customers before they expect them to make a purchase. We see so many businesses that rush into like running ads and targeting bottom of the funnel and people who are looking to buy now. But the thing is with that, you're fighting in bloodied waters, right? Like it's shark infested waters. Everybody is there going after the scraps, trying to fight after that kind of bottom of the funnel consumer who's looking to buy right now. And you never get quality customers that way, right? These are always the people who are looking to haggle on price. They don't really care much. Whereas if you can nurture people, if you can take people through that customer journey, educate them, give them valuable content, build that relationship, not only will you get more serious buyers, but you will also get higher volumes because you are taking the time to build that relationship with them. Now, the next absolutely critical thing you need to look at doing here is making sure that you have some email or lead nurture sequence that your customers go into when they first make contact with you. Now, I think any business should think about creating some form of entry point offer on your website, whether that be the form of a lead magnet. So it could be like a free video series, maybe it's a free checklist, a free guide, something that your customers can use that's relevant to your business, relevant to your industry, and solves a particular problem that your audience is going to be facing. That's something that people can have access to, they can download in that initial stages into your marketing funnel. And here's the thing to remember here. Once you have got people into your marketing funnel, you then need to have what's called a lead nurturing sequence to make sure you're giving them value and building that relationship. And this is why it's so powerful, because typically this is the kind of thing, like I mentioned earlier, that you do through content on social media and things like that. But the problem with social media is you don't own that traffic. There is no guarantee, unless you're paying for ads and really putting some significant budget behind it, there is no guarantee that's going to be seen by your audience. Whereas when you've got your email address, you have personal access to those people. You can send them emails and work on building that relationship with them over time to get them to a point where they know, like, and trust you and are actually ready to make a purchase. I also created a video a little while ago on how to create a lead magnet for your business that can be highly effective at generating leads. I'll link to it up there somewhere, and I'll also put it in the description of the video below, so be sure to go check that one out. And then you're going to want to look at getting some email marketing software in place if you haven't already. So this could be something basic like MailChimp, which is available on a free plan to begin with, or even maybe if you have a slightly larger business, more customers, more leads, maybe look at something like a CRM system, so ActiveCampaign, HubSpot, Keep. There are plenty of different options out there, so make sure you do your research first if you haven't already. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is to make sure that you have a compelling offer on your website or on your landing page or just anywhere within your business. The thing you need to remember here is that whilst the whole digital space has opened up tons of opportunities for people, it's also brought in a lot of noise, right? There are so many businesses out there these days, often offering the same thing. So you really need to think about some ways that you can create a compelling offer for your customers that will make them want to deal with your business above anybody else. So think about some things you could potentially bundle into an initial entry point upfront offer, some things that you could give away to people, or it might even be using like guarantees, like no risk guarantees. So offering to give people their money back. But what you need to remember here is that very often, if you're not offering a guarantee, some of your best competitors will be. So really think about some ways that you could offer a guarantee or some sort of risk reversal method that makes it very, very easy for your customers to do business with you. The question you want to ask yourself, and when you look at your website, when you look at your product offering, is this a no-brainer? You know, with all things, think of this from the perspective that people are scared, right? People don't want to easily give away their details, their money. They don't want to spend time speaking to people when they don't know it's going to be a good fit. Look at this through a skeptical lens and really take a hard objective look at your website, your business, and ask yourself, is this an absolute no-brainer for me to do this? Is this compelling? Do I really want to sign up to this above all the other things I can get out there? This is a really serious question to ask yourself, and just look at some ways you can reduce that risk for the customer and you can make it an extremely compelling offer for them to want to go ahead with. You sometimes hear this referred to as a Godfather offer, right? So it's making people an offer that they can't refuse.
I'm going to make them an offer he can't refuse.
And it literally should feel like that for customers, because if it doesn't, chances are they're going to just assume it's like everything else out there, and they're going to go and shop around and end up going with one of your competitors who frankly made a better offer. So the next massively overlooked point is to make sure that you have a high converting website or landing page that your customers are coming to. We speak to so many businesses who say that they want to run ads or they need more traffic to their website, when actually they're getting a decent amount of traffic. The problem is that they're not converting those visitors into leads or sales. And it's an easy trap to fall into, because whether you worked with a website designer or you made your website yourself, it's very easy to fall into this trap of wanting the website to look really cool and to look fancy, but we often don't think about how that looks for a potential customer. So I would suggest trying to get a completely third-party, unbiased opinion for someone to come in, take a look at your website, and just give you their honest opinion about how it looks and feels, and if they understand what you're actually offering, because believe it or not, this is a real problem. So maybe take a look through your website now and just think about, how would this look if I was a customer? Like, am I really giving myself a compelling enough reason to want to interact with this brand, with the hundreds of others out there, right? Is the website, and this is a big problem as well when it comes to conversion rate optimization, is the website all about me and all about my business, or am I actually making it about the customer? Am I speaking into the customer's pain points? Am I delivering them potential solutions that they can use? Or is it just all about the brand and how great we are? Really, really think about these things, because ultimately your website isn't for you, it's for your customer, and it needs to feel like that, and it needs to give people a compelling reason to buy. I'm going to link to a guide we did below in the description of this video. It's a 15-step checklist that we've put together on some of the critical elements to getting a high converting landing page or website for your business. So be sure to go check that one out. Now, the next way you can significantly increase the return from your marketing efforts is to test everything. No matter what people might have told you, there is no one size fits all when it comes to marketing. Every business and every audience is so unique and so different. And whilst you can put certain frameworks in place to enable your success or to set up certain foundations, ultimately, if you really want to get the best out of your marketing, you need to test different things, because you will be amazed at how many times the things you never in a million years thought would have worked will be the most profitable marketing campaigns for your business. We see this time and time again, so don't underestimate the power of split testing. Now, the final point here is to make sure that you're tracking all of this information. This is so often overlooked, and it's such a critical part of optimizing your conversions and optimizing your return on any marketing efforts that you're doing. Again, I did another video on this recently where I show you how to use your Google Analytics to track the actual returns that you are getting from your social media platforms or any other channels or sources, whether that be, Google Organic or YouTube. So I'll link to that one in this video and also in the description below, so be sure to check that one out as well. But really think about some ways here that you could maybe create like a weekly scorecard. And another thing to consider is if you're making any changes, whether this be changes to your website to try and get more conversions, or whether it be changes to the content you're putting out there, try not to do too many changes at one time, because what you'll find is that when it comes to tracking the metrics the following week, it's going to be very difficult for you to decipher or distinguish which change has actually resulted in that increase or decrease, whatever it might be. So really think about some ways you can structure that. Create yourself a roadmap. Start tracking your key metrics in your business, whether that be website visitors, website conversions, engagement on your content. So really kind of look at those different stages of the customer journey, start tracking those key metrics, revenue generated, things like that. And then write down some ways like, what are things that could affect this, right? So on your website, for example, if you're looking at optimizing your conversion rate, it might be that you're testing putting a sign-up form on the, on the home page of your website that you didn't have before. So little things like that. So start getting into the habit of testing and tracking the data on a weekly basis. So there you have it, guys. I really hope that video has helped, and I know that if you implement each and every one of these things, you will significantly increase the returns you are getting from your current marketing. And as always, if you're looking to get more traffic, leads, and sales from your website, be sure to book onto your free digital marketing checkup today, where one of our team will go through your website, record you a personalized 10 to 15 minute video highlighting some of the quick wins, the changes you can make to start really getting better results out of your website and increasing your traffic, leads, and sales. So again, I really hope that video has helped. If you liked it, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this on a weekly basis. And I'll speak to you guys in the next one. See you soon.